This is totally laid back with you.
Okay, that sounds good.
Hey, look, we're live.
Are we good to go, gentlemen?
Start your engines.
Where did it go? There we go.
Everyone thinks because you're a zombie, you don't know good coffee. Well, they're wrong. There's only one brew that gets my seal of approval. Deadly Grounds coffee is my guilty pleasure. The aroma is so intoxicating. It brings all of my neighbors out of the woodwork. Deadly Grounds coffee. Coffee to die for and zombie approved. It's good to get a little deadly.
Use the front door!
Oh, they're so disgusting.
The Dorkening and all affiliated shows are not intended for anyone under the age of 18. The following may contain discussions or scenes that have adult situations, graphic violence, nudity, strong sexual content, and graphic language. This show is intended for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised.
You're watching Tanner's Haunted Secrets
On the Outline Network. What they say.
Dun, dun, dun.
There's a secret sound heading deep within the center of the earth. Until you listen closely enough, you can hear it. And it sounds like razors through flesh. We are merely here to turn up the volume.
Hello, 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 and welcome to my corner of what we call the Freak Show, also known as the Haunted House Industry. And you're watching Chainer's Haunted Secrets. Once again, we have Friday in that co-pilot seat that makes everything operate so much better when she's operating and there's not a storm. And today we have a wonderful guest, and I am so glad that he actually said yes. We have Bobby.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here.
Okay, so one of the things is you have been on TikTok and you've been blowing up on my TikTok over and over, and I kept on saying, man, I know this guy, I know this guy, I know this guy. And as I kept on watching it, I come to realize that me and you actually met at Midwest Hunters Convention, which I actually got for 2 years in a row a chance to meet your sister, which does the Don't Be a Monster booth. So there's a lot of connection between me and you, but I'm so glad that you could be on here. I thank you very much for being here tonight.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so happy to be on here. And just like so they know, like my sister, big sister Katie, she is super duper. You guys would love her.
Oh yeah, I've met her multiple times, and she is awesome. I'm so glad. Maybe one of the times we could convince her to come on the show, but we'll get a hold of her later on.
I'll do my Dracula spell.
That's awesome. So, what I have a really good question for you right now is, what got you started in Dracula so much? Because I know you wear this on your TikToks, you know so much Dracula information, and it's not just you're a haunter, you're so much of a Dracula enthusiast.
Thank you so much. So Dracula was always, as long as I can remember, like my favorite Halloween character. Because Dracula, it's not just a movie. Like you see him on Halloween cards and Halloween decorations. He's on Serial, Count Chocula. He's on your earliest childhood TV memories, Sesame Street. So he's a character that's like part of our culture. And he was always like my favorite of the Halloween, like classic Halloween characters. But then when I was 7 years old, I rented the Dracula movie starring Bela Lugosi from the local video store. And it was that scene when he comes down the stairs and says, "I am Dracula." And I got so excited. I started jumping up and down saying, "This is the real Dracula. This is the real Dracula." I just knew that I could just tell instinctually that all the others were like, that they came later, this is the original real deal. And then a little while later, I saw my first ever horror documentary, Monster Mania, hosted by Jack Palance. And that's when I first learned that Bela Lugosi was really from Transylvania. So again, it's like, this is a real Dracula. And I got super into him then. I remember when I was 8 years old, my grandpa built me a cardboard coffin, and I would go inside there and like fold my arms. And then as I got into high school, I actually started to feel kind of like self-conscious about it. And I didn't know I had autism yet. And I was kind of like, I still loved it. I still watched the movie, but I kind of downplayed it. And then my big sister, Katie, she is the one who helped me get diagnosed with autism. And she's like, as we were going through that process, she like found ways for me to express my love of Dracula. And like I have like a special like haunted house Dracula costume that she made, and like she like would give me like all these like Dracula presents for like Christmas and everything. Like right here I could show you, like this Dracula pillow. She got me that.
Yes.
And so honestly, like she helped me a lot with it, and then it just. And then like through like Facebook and things, I met this wonderful friend named Chris, who runs the Celebration of the Life and Art of Bela Lugosi Facebook group. And like I got to know him, and like it, and he became a great friend. And like so I always, as a 7 year, will always love the character Dracula. Then when I was 7, experiencing Bela Lugosi for the first time was incredible, and I've loved how much I could learn about him. But then it was a lot of it was my sister encouraging me, and then just how my life turned out, like it. And so it's on it. I never, when I was 7 years old, I wanted to be Dracula when I grew up, and somehow I've done it.
That's awesome. So it's been almost a lifelong dream from 7 until now, and you continue to do this.
It really has. It's been like, like I said, it's been a journey like that me and my sister have really put on together, and it just like it seems like there's more and more like different opportunities come up where I get to embrace it. I even the author, Lugosi, the man behind the Cape, Bob Kramer, I've talked to him on the phone before. Like, I never would imagine like being able to have like an experience like that.
That's awesome. One of the things that I always enjoyed when I was a little kid was watching the Munsters. And when I watched the Munsters, I thought, well, this is cool. And I got actually meet Butch Patrick's this year. And when I got to meet him, me and him had a nice conversation, and he realized that one of the people he knows from here in Ohio was a pretty good friend of mine also. So it is really awesome. And he told me, next time we get to a convention, do me a favor, let me know, and we'll go ahead and we'll get a little more time to ourselves away from convention, which is awesome because this October, he just went back to my friend's little charity haunt that they had. So it's awesome that people like that give a little time to the fan base.
It is. It really is. Like it's because like those encounters, like it's like they're magical,
Mm-hmm. So I know that you are also a haunt actor. What haunt do you act at?
The old Julia Haunted Prison, and also at we're owned by 13th Floor. So like when they do like Christmas events, or like they do my favorite, they do the Valentine's Day vampire event, Love Bites. That's my favorite. So it's like old Julia Haunted Prison and 13th Floor, and then also at the Home Haunt Horror on Highland.
Ah, so people can actually find you in a couple different places.
Oh yeah.
So are you a vampire at all of those locations too?
No, well, it's a little complex. So I'm Count Dracula Horror on Highland,
Okay.
and then at Old Julia Haunted Prison, I've developed a new character. It's a mad scientist, which I love because Bela Lugosi actually in film. Bela Lugosi actually played more mad scientists than vampires, so it's like it is right up my alley. But there's like a hidden subtext that he's a vampire also, because I wear the things with it, and my sister, she made the costume, and the name tag is, I named him Dr. Acula. And it's not just like it's not only cute, but it's like it's historically accurate too, because Bela Lugosi originally was supposed to star in a TV series called Dr. Acula, and then in the movie The Vampire's Tomb, where he played Dr. Acula, but they were never able to get the financing, so it's like the Bela Lugosi role that he never got to play.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. So I've been to a out of season evening at the Juliet Prison, and I will tell you, it is a wonderful experience going through that haunt. Anybody gets an opportunity, please go to that haunt. I got the chance when I went to, once again, Midwest Haunters Convention. That was actually the first year I went, and just to see the different aspects of that prison, and that prison's actually where the Blues Brothers had filmed at. So there's different parts that's historical. It was an actual prison. They actually have some of the dining area outside. I actually took one of the coolest things from that prison scene, and I brought it to my haunt. There's actually skeletons on poles where the lights and speakers are, and that's something that we have brought to our haunt. So, yeah, I mean, you done a absolutely really great job at that haunt. I do have some photos that, if we have time, I can bring up from my visit when I went and during Midwest Haunters Convention.
Yes.
But we'll see what kind of pictures you got. Because I was told that there was a whole file of these. And Friday is absolutely she is double tasking.
But
A mother's job is never done, so everybody knows.
No, she needed help, so I was trying to help her. Please give me just a moment. I was trying to get this word up, and then it's, Mommy, I need help.
Nope, you're fine. I can never look at her and tell her, no, you can't be a mother. That's not right. She's a great mother. So as we're waiting on this, you said there's another haunt that you do. What's that third haunt?
Horror on Highland, and that's a home haunt. This is the this past year was the 11th year that we've done it.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's in Lockport, Illinois. It's on 1314 Highland Avenue. That's what it's called, Horror on Highland. And it's my friend, I've done it. My friend's done this all 11 years, and it's all in his backyard. and it's like like a fixture of the community where like people will come. Like, we get new customers all the time too, but you'll have like the same customers that come back like every year. Like that's part of their Halloween tradition. It's like
That's awesome.
It's been honestly all three of the haunted houses have been amazing to be a part of. Old Julia Prison, it's like a family there. Like everyone is like so nice and supportive of each other, and like the show is incredible. And 13th floor is kind of an extension of it because it's like the same. Because like when we guest act there, like it's not really guest acting because like we all like it's like this like a lot of the same people, and
Yeah.
so it's like a big extension of the Big Haunt family. And then Horror on Island, like it's the same thing. Like because we it's been, and like I said, it's been 11 years, so it's like even like the customers feel like family, like because you see them go and it's so yeah, honestly, like all three have been all three are terrific shows for the customers, but they're also been like terrific experiences for me.
Awesome. Let's see here. She's almost got the pictures. I know when we slide over, that's what she does. Just to give a little credit to her, I can't do half of the stuff if it wasn't for her being able to do everything else.
Oh no, it's hard. The technical stuff is hard because it's like you got to do like all those things,
right?
This photo. I absolutely love this one. It was taken by Dark Tricks Photography, and this was at Massacre Haunted House. We guest acted there one year, and I love this picture of me in the coffin with my eyes open, because my favorite part in the novel is when Jonathan Harker is like snooping around the castle and he finds Dracula lying in his native soil with his eyes open, and he says he was either dead or asleep. I cannot say which, for his eyes were cold and stony, but without the glassiness of death.
Dude, the amount of knowledge you have, I just have like I like you more and more, and I'm like, dude,
thank you so much.
I'm looking forward to finding out, and thank you for telling us all about the books. We're definitely going to have to check those out.
Oh, thank you. I'm happy to. But yeah, I love this photo because it reminds me of my favorite. Oh yeah, and this is me like as if I'm coming out of the coffin, as if like now I've seen Jonathan Harker in there and I'm enraged. This was like so fun to do this. This was like the first time I ever did any kind of photo shoot. So it was so much fun like taking these photos.
I like these.
Thank you so much. I like you. Not to toot my own horn, but I like them too. Like they turn out because like I said, the photographer team and the makeup and everything, like and the costume I'm wearing, Katie made that. I love that because that's Bela Lugosi, of course, one of his signatures is his hand gestures. So I love being able to do that kind of gesture in the photo, and that's like when I'm like playing Dracula at Horror on Highland, I always do like the hypnotizing gestures, and it's so much fun because I remember like one year there was like this like 8-year-old kid, and he was like, "I'm not scared of you, Dracula." So I used the 1927 Broadway play dialogue, and did, "From now on, you will carry out any suggestion that reaches you from my brain instantly, without question. When I bid you to do a thing, it shall be done." And he got scared and jumped back.
That's awesome.
Dude, you've just embodied this in your face, your eyes. That you can feel it through the picture. I love that.
Thank you so much. Like that's like I said, these were my first ever like taking photos like this, and like I'm so proud of them. Like they turned out so good.
The makeup, the lighting, everything works together.
And this one I like. I love this one. This really shows off.
You should be proud.
Thank you. And what I love, like how the costume, because my big sister Katie designed it, and it's like, imagine Dracula has been resting in his coffin for 100 years, and he comes out ravenously thirsty. Yeah, so I love like, oh. This was at Hunters Against Hate. This was for it was the first time ever, and I'm not a professional or anything. I didn't really know what I was doing, but I was in the drag show, and it was so much fun. I named the character Countess Dracula, and my big sister, she designed this costume for me too. And you see how it kind of looks very 1920s, because Dracula the Broadway play came out in 1927. So I love that it has that kind of flapperish look. And the music that I danced to, I did Swan Lake by Tchaikovsky, because that's what she used in the opening credits for Dracula.
I love that he has so much of a Rolodex on not just one form of Dracula, on every form of Dracula.
Thank you so much. This is me and my friend Danny, and she does the wardrobe at 13th floor, and this was her, and that look, I call it low key Dracula. And what that is, like, if it's like too hot, like to wear the full costume, but I still want to like, I still want to be me. So like, I kind of condensed it, so it's like a Dracula T-shirt, the medallion, and the cape. And that was at Hell's Gate Haunted House.
Oh, I know Hell's Gate.
Yeah. Oh my God! They do a super show. They did so good, and they made a new mausoleum this year, and it was incredible. Because I love a good mausoleum.
Oh.
That photo was at the Home Haunt Nightmare, and where is it? I don't remember the city offhand, but Michael Peters runs it, and it's a home haunt in the area, and it's incredible. Like it was like the first room, it was this theme of, it was like the atomic bomb had been blasted, and everything was nuclear, and it felt so real. It was incredible, and it was all
awesome.
It was like all it was his house. Oh, that's me and Sharky.
Oh,
It's so nice.
Sharky is one of those on TikTok, and I have sent her message after message. I want her on the show too.
Oh yeah, she'd do wonderful. She's super duper nice.
Yeah, that's at Hell's Gate. I could tell that.
This photo. This is at Horror on Highland.
This is. Yeah, the one with Sharky is at Hell's Gate.
Sharky's at Hell's Gate, yeah. But no, Sharky is she's so nice, she's so talented, like she's incredible. But yeah, this is a Horror on Highland. And it's my friend the clown Poopsie the Clown. He's the warden at Juliet Prison. And that's his home haunt, and that's their cast. And like I said, it's like so many great memories there too. Like, in fact, this year, it was the day after Halloween, and this little boy, he said to me that Mom, he's like the Dracula from the movie. And like when he said that, I was like, I'll be honest, I was thinking like, please don't say Hotel Transylvania. Please don't say Hotel Transylvania. But then the mom said, we just watched Dracula from 1931 starring Bela Lugosi, and we've been watching Invisible Man, Frankenstein, all the classics.
Now you make me ask you, do you go blah, blah, blah?
I don't say that.
I wasn't going to say it until you brought up Hotel Transylvania.
It's funny that it started. It was like a comedian on like late night television was imitating Bela Lugosi, and he did that.
Yeah.
That's the name tag. That's
awesome.
Yeah, that's what I went to go find, and right when my daughter said help, like, oh crud. But yeah, I thought I saw that. That is cool.
That's so groovy. Oh, and so the picture before that, we're going fast. All right, this is a Niles. This is taken at Niles Screen Park for the Hunters Against Hate takeover. Oh, so that one, yeah, that was what I was doing. I just wanted to say that's what I was doing the drag show. Like that was the first time I'd ever been like been in. I had ever been in a drag show. It was like it was a ball. Like it was so much fun, and everyone was like super duper nice.
Dude,
Oh,
you looked amazing. And I'm sorry, while you were talking, I was just flipping through and I figured we'd go back when you're ready. But yeah, sorry about that. And
don't worry,
dude, you
don't
looked
worry.
amazing.
Thank you so much. There's even like the little bats on the shoes. Yeah. Oh, and that's Katie. That's my sister right there too. The one with the mask on, and like, and that's her character. So that's every year at Niles Screen Park, which is this old it's like it's really like a haunted. It, it's like humongous. Like there's like several different like huge haunted houses, and it's been around since the 1970s. They've kept adding and kept adding, and like the people like it's like there's like multi-generational haunt families where like the grandpa worked there, then the son works there, and the grandson works there, and once a year they do for the weekend. All the proceeds that they make go to Hunters Against Hate, Hunters Against Hate, which is like a pro LGBTQ foundation that goes around the entire country, and they do like so much good. Yeah, that's me and Cherokee. That I wanted to make sure I like I didn't know like how many like I didn't know I wasn't sure exactly how many photos to send, so I wanted to at least give you guys options.
We want to see them all.
Thank you so much. But it was Cherokee. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
The plan was to put them all up. Whatever you send, I was going to show.
Oh, okay. Oh, groovy. But yeah, it's like I mean, I honestly I love going down memory lane through those photos too. So like I'm glad they're all here. But like Turkey she is so nice, and so like she's like super duper. Yay! That's me and my big sister. So that's the character that I created called Gulia Child. I do a not one of the characters. I haven't done her in a while, but I've done some videos where I play Julia Child, the famous TV chef. So like, well, I'll do I'm Julia Child, bon appetit. And this was it was at Hunters Against Hate for the costume party, because I had been Dracula during the day, so I thought for a costume party, let's do some like a costume, and so it's like the scary version of Julia Child. So like, we're boiling the bodies today on the French Chef.
Oh, I wish I would have been there for that.
Yeah. Or cooking a human is like cooking a lobster. You put them in head first. Now this was taken at Flashback Weekend during the costume contest, where I was on stage with Spenguli, and this was incredible, guys. First of all, like Spenguli, he's a horror host in Chicago, and he's been doing it for like decades. Like he's an institution, and he was hosting the costume contest, and I was Dracula, and I got to go on stage, and like the interaction with him, like because he is just as funny on it like in person as on his show. He's like quick like that, and like I got up there, and he's like, "Who are you?" And I'm like, "I am Dracula." And then when I did the "Come here," he was like, "Go there." Like he was just he was so funny, and like he was so nice. And like after the costume contest, we were walking one way, and Spenguli and his people were walking the other, and he stopped in his tracks and said to me, "Hey, nice job."
That's awesome.
Yeah, he was amazing, because he didn't have to do that. He could have kept walking, but like he knew it would mean something to me.
There's so much passion in everything that you do and everything you talk about. And I just think that's awesome.
Oh, thank you so much. This is at 13th floor. That's my big sister Katie, and that's me as the elf. And that was my first ever Christmas event. And that was like that was so fun. Like I had like it was like such a different atmosphere, and that was the first time like ever acting at 13th floor. And that was fun. That was like, oh, go ahead. Oh, so this is a Dairy Queen, and this is another story. Like, so for the past 2 years, the Queen in Lockport, they do it's called a sweet and savory crawl, where like you get these like cards, and you go to the different restaurants, and they give you like a sample at each place. So like if you go like you're not going to get full off of one restaurant, but like if you go to a mall, you're going to. And Dairy Queen was part of it, and like there's on the flyer it said they have entertainment, and like the manager, the past 2 years she's hired me, and I get to be like Dracula for the sweet and savory crawl. It is like so much fun, guys. So what I do is I'll hypnotize them. I'll do like, do as I command you, eat ice cream, and I'll do like little and like when they're eating, I'll tell them like little facts. I'll be like, so Dracula fact. When Bela Lugosi, the original Dracula star, died, he was buried in full Dracula costume. And like you should see their face. They get so excited for that one. And like it is like so much fun doing that. Not only do I get paid for it, but I also get free ice cream. And I get the cherry dip too, so it looks like blood. And they let me do it. Like, so you put it in and just like instantly.
I gotta say, this is one of the best interviews just because how much love and passion he has. Every single story.
Thank you so much. And this was this past year. So this was the second year of doing it, and it was like so magical. So I made a TikTok video saying that I was going to be doing this, just like in case anyone like could come, and like this whole group of people came like to see me, and it was amazing. This is my friend, but I had never met him. We've become friends, but this is the first time I met him, and he watched me on TikTok, and he came in the werewolf costume, and it was a complete surprise. I had no idea. He just was coming out of the car dressed as a werewolf, and he's like the grooviest guy. Like he's studied like how to make wolf howls and everything like that. So he does so great as the werewolf, and that's the manager of the Dairy Queen. And it was amazing. Like who would think that would happen? The Dracula, the Wolfman would meet the Dairy Queen.
I do have one question. How tall are you?
I am 6'3".
Oh, he beat me by an inch.
And I like because Bela Lugosi was 6'1", but I feel like people are like tend to be taller nowadays. So I feel like comparatively speaking, 6'3" works for it.
I am 6'1", 6'2". Just depends which convenience store you came out of.
It is, well, every shoe is like a little bit different,
Mm-hmm.
This is my Dr. Acula name tag. My big sister Katie made this. So this is what I wear for the old Joliet prison for the character Dr. Acula. And we see Joliet Correctional Center, and the numbers are very special too. So we see 10/20/1882. That's Bela Lugosi's birthday. He was born October 10th, 1882, and then 1931. That's the year the Dracula the movie came out.
That is awesome.
Oh, thank you. My big sister, she designed the whole thing for me.
That's awesome. How much thought and detail you went into.
Oh, this is my coffee cup. So there's this amazing company. It's called Monster Kids, and they like I have a contract with them, and they are selling Bobby the Autistic Dracula merchandise. It's on a website called the Vamporium, and 10% of the proceeds go to the charity called the Ark, which helps people with disabilities and their families. And it's does like really good good, and it's also it's so like I love seeing these images of me as Dracula. Like this, it's like they've done such an amazing job, and like the company, it's the dad and his autistic son working together. So it's just like it really it's been amazing to be a part of. And for those wondering that the color green, you see in the 1927 Broadway play, sometimes they would shine a green spotlight on Bela Lugosi. So a green Dracula has precedent.
Oh, jeez. I really like how much information you have.
Thank you so much. This was taken at the Imagine Theater. This was taken at Imagine Theater, and all right, now this one, you spoke a little too soon because I'm a little fuzzy on what movie it might have been, because it could have been several. So I'm thinking this was probably when the Renfield movie came out.
Okay.
Because we dressed up as Dracula for that. Because you asked me earlier like how I got into doing this, and like my big sister, like she finds ways for me, like places for me to go as Dracula. Like so, like when the Renfield movie came out, I dressed up as Dracula, and when Nosferatu came out, or when Last Voyage of the Meter came out. So it's like, and it's always like it's always like so much fun to dress up as Dracula and go to the movie theater. And I remember one time, right before we went to a German restaurant to eat, and I did the hypnosis to the waitress there, and it was like so cool. Like she was like, you could tell she was like an older, I believe she was an older Hungarian lady, and like she was impressed by it.
That's awesome.
Thank you. This is me and my big sister during the photo shoot. Like I love how these like photos turn out. Like, and she makes such a great vampire too. And it was just like it was like so much fun taking the photos, and like I had never done anything like that before. Like, and it was just an amazing experience.
I'm really liking how these photos turned out.
Thank you so much. Like I'm so because this is me as Dr. Acula. Now this one I actually took. So what I did was that's why it didn't turn out quite as good. What I do is I put on the phone, because to put the gloves on it's a little tricky. So I put it on the timer where it gives you 10 seconds. So to take this photo, what I do is I press the timer, then I quickly put the glove on and do the pose.
You're a very creative guy.
And believe me, the scrambling to get the glove on, it was as funny as it sounds. And like, so this is the other coffee cup, and this is actually my favorite. I have it right here too. So the backside is me with my eyes closed, and it's just that part in the book that I love so much, and then that with the eyes open. So it's before and after you drink your coffee.
Pull that cup back up there.
So we got before.
Okay.
Coffee.
So we could see the cup.
Oh, sorry.
There we go.
Awesome.
So it's before
And then after.
and after.
That's awesome.
Thank you. Oh, there's after. Yes, I love this pose. And again, it's like that. That's my favorite part of the book, when like Dracula's disturbed in this coffin, and it's like so neat. Like this, like they did like this company. Like I I didn't make this design at all. This company, they found the artists to do this. And it's like such an honor.
Yeah.
And I even have like, I think there's a picture later. I'll explain it when it comes up. Yeah, it's like it's been so amazing. And their masks, like, oh, here we go. So this was taken at when I was teaching the seminar about Dracula at Hunters Against Hate, and this was such an incredible experience. This was the first time I ever taught a seminar, and the first horror convention I ever went to was the 2007 Dark Shadows convention. And at it, Jonathan Frid, who played Barnabas the vampire in the series, he was there, and he was amazing. And he did like a whole act where that's what he did, where he did like reader theater, where he would do like dramatic readings from books, and like he'd do like Edgar Allan Poe short stories, and then that kind of it was like all varied. Like he did the Telltale Heart, he did a Stephen King story, and I remember thinking like, wow, that's so amazing. Like I wish I could do that. Like I wish I was able to do that. And here I was, like from a part of my seminar, I did a dramatic reading from Dracula, and it was incredible. Honestly, the whole seminar was exciting. So the way I did it was I opened with a piece of trivia. It was the Hunters Against Hate convention was in Louisville, Kentucky. So I opened with what famous horror director is from Louisville, Kentucky. You guys want to guess?
Oh, I want to know.
Todd Browning, the director of Dracula. I know, like you're not the only ones who were thinking like
that is so cool,
right? Like it's like it worked out, and I opened with that, and then I kind of like I talked about I introduced me and my sister, and then I did the dramatic reading from Dracula, and I did the scene when the three brides are about to attack Jonathan Harker, and then Dracula says, "Bah! This man belongs to me." Because that was actually one of the, not only I think is one of the scariest scenes, and these are hunters, so I wanted to make it scary, and but also that was one of Bram Stoker's first ideas for his novel. So I did that, and then I did a section where I talked about my life, how I learned I have autism, how I started making like TikTok videos, and what an amazing amazing experience that has been for me. And then I talked about the life of Bela Lugosi, and then I opened it up where I asked the audience like to share what they were into, and if you're into the same thing, like to raise your hand. So it was like it was honestly, it was like the whole Hunters Against Hate convention was incredible for me, and that seminar, it was just like it went so well, and it was just like everything I hoped it would be. It was incredible.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
that is awesome. I did not know that about the Jonathan Frid, and now I must see if they put any videos up of him reading. Thank you so much for telling me that.
Oh, no problem. There's some good ones, and because I know I'm I think the Telltale Heart is up somewhere. There's a bunch of them. There's even this like really funny one he does where it was one he wrote himself, where it's when he first got an answering machine, and his mom was calling him on his birthday to wish him happy birthday, and she kept hearing, "Hello, this is Jonathan Frid. Please leave a message." And she was like, "John, what are you doing? John, answer the phone." Like she thought it was him talking. Yeah, so it was like it was so amazing being able to share my story, and like, oh, this is me at Horror on Highland. Yeah, and I this is all the makeup artists at Julia Prison and 13th Floor, they do such an amazing job. But like this I just did myself. I'm like so proud of. I know it's just like some fake blood and some stuff around the eyes, but I'm really proud that I've learned how to do that.
Hey, I got a 7-year-old and she's learning.
Right? Like, it's so groovy. And this is me in the
It's a great picture.
Thank you so much. And it's like it's so fun. Like, you know, like I said, like when I was 8 years old, my grandpa built me the cardboard coffin. So it's like it's so neat to be like in an actual coffin. Like to be able to like take a photo of myself in a coffin.
So do you actually have a coffin at your house?
No, I don't. I know it's a bummer, but my friend who has her on Highland, he has it. I know I need to get one. This is me as Dr. Acula at the old Juliana prison, and this is the first year I've got to do this character, and it's been so amazing. I'm in the like it's like a 1950s style of like lobotomy room where there's running like a film like about electroshock therapy and lobotomies, and this is like what I do. I'm like, I can do 31 lobotomies a day. I can do 31 lobotomies a day. I can even do 2 lobotomies at the same time. All I do is ice the pick, I put it into one part of the brain, another ice pick in another part of the brain, and then I do 2 lobotomies at the same time. In that, I actually when I heard it, like the lobotomy idea, like I researched like lobotomies from the 1950s. There was this doctor who, and he would do 25 a day, but because Dracula came out in 1931, I changed it to 31, and he would do like the 2 at the same time. It was unbelievable. It was insane. He would do it by doing like 2. He would use 2 ice picks at the same time. So I couldn't believe that one because I just researched it, you know, like for this. Like I never had really researched it before. I couldn't believe it.
So I have a story about Julia.
That is insane. That is scary.
I know.
Real quick, let me tell this story, and then we'll get back to your photos. So Juliet Prison allowed a open night for Midwest Haunters Convention back in 2023. As I was going through, I want everybody to know that Juliet Prison has a upside and a downside. As you go through these areas, you will go up steps and going into another area, then you go down steps and you go through the cell area and this and that, and they have done so wonderful of a job. This one person was chasing after me, and I thought they were done chasing after me, and I was like, man, I can't hold it no more. That person takes off, and I let out the raunchiest fart as my group was going through. When I let this out, I mean, there was death and decay that came out of this. I was like, man, I feel better. The guy popped out of the prison cell and goes, I don't. I felt so bad. I was like, oh. And then all of a sudden, the guy just turned around and he came lunging at us. And he hit that like a ton of bricks. And he's like, oh. And he turned around and walked right back. And I was like, we just need to keep going. We need to keep going now. Just go. Just go. And they're like, what's going on? I said, man, I just crop dusted about 4 actors. So if you're one of the guys that had to deal with that, I apologize.
No, I missed that one.
I felt terrible. I was just like, okay, well, this is just going to be a little thing. Nope. It was distractive. It was horrible. There was people gagging that popped out of their cell, gagged and went back in, and I felt so bad. I was like, it wasn't the pizza they fed us that night. I don't know what it was, but I was like, man. And being in these lines, you're trying your hardest to be polite and look at all the stuff and this and that. But as soon as I got on the hot, we went up steps, we came back down steps, and we went through this one section that there was cells and people was jumping out, doing a great job. And I could not hold it. And I just crop dusted everyone. But I want you to know, Juliet Prison is absolutely a great haunt to go to. Just, just compliments to the chef, I guess, because I felt so bad for those haunters. So yeah, now we'll get back into these photos because
I'll have to ask if the legend of the fart still persists.
Oh, dude, I felt terrible. That guy came out of that cell and he was horrified. He's like, I was like, dude, I am so sorry. And he goes, just keep going. Oh.
So this is one of my favorite photos ever. It's of me and my big sister recreating the famous Bela Lugosi vampire pose from Planet 9 from Outer Space. So this is me, of course, is my hero, Bela Lugosi, the original Dracula star, who, as I said earlier, was buried in full Dracula costume. He was actually born in Transylvania. He did the Broadway play Dracula. He did tours of the play throughout his life. Like, in his final movie was Planet 9 from Outer Space. Now, he died before production, so he was friends with the director, Ed Wood. And Ed Wood had shot some footage of him. And then Bela died, and then Ed wrote a script, originally called Grave Robbers from Outer Space, around that footage. And had his chiropractor, who didn't really look like Bela Lugosi, go around with his with his cape and do this famous pose, which Bela had done in Abbott and Costello and Frankenstein. And then also in the movie was Vampira. And Vampira was the first horror hostess ever. Before Spenguli, before Elvira, it was Vampira. She pioneered it. And my big sister loves Vampira. And she was in, after the Vampira show, she was in Planet 9 from Outer Space. Now, Bela and Vampira actually had worked together on the Red Skeleton show, which was like a comedy show where they do a sketch with Red Skeleton, Bela, Vampira, and Lon Chaney Jr. And it's kind of like Abbott and Costello and Frankenstein-ish. And so they did work together in that, but they're like always kind of forever linked as husband and wife in Planet 9 from Outer Space. And we got to we did this photo. We did a video of it, and then this photo was actually I had a short story published in a book. It's like an anthology book inspired by the films of Ed Wood. It's called Ed Wood's Warm and Gore Wishes and Rubber Octopus Dreams. And my short story is called Mr. and Mrs. Ghoul, and they include this photo. All the other short stories have drawings, but ours is like the only photo in the book, and it's included in the short story.
That's awesome.
Thank you. And the book was amazing too. It was because it was all it was an honor to be in it, because it was all the authors are well-known figures in the classic horror field. There's this horror author Gregory Mank, and if you watch the old Universal Monster DVDs, he's in all, they interview him on all the documentaries and stuff, and he's one of the authors.
I'll tell you, you are absolutely such a Rolodex of information.
Oh, thank you so much. I got one for you. Well, Vampira's on there. Vampira and James Dean from Rebel Without a Cause were best friends. Now, this is one of my favorite shirts on the Vamporium. It's Bobby the Autistic Dracula and Hazelnut. And that's my dog in bat form. So I have a black Shih Tzu named Hazel, or her real name is Hazel, but I always call her Hazelnut. And she's like the first dog I've ever had, and like she's like the funniest thing. Like and like she's like really bossy, and, and like she likes to play this game where like I'll be downstairs and she'll be at the top of the stairs and she'll snore like. And she'll keep doing it until I get up, and then I get up, and then she runs away and acts like it wasn't her. Like she's like super funny, and this is her this is her in bat form.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I love, and I didn't know about it either. Like it was oh, and this I wanted to include. Oh my god!
Whoa!
This is the Bobby the Autistic Dracula pillow. So this was like the coffee cup that we saw earlier, but in pillow form.
I apologize about the thing. For some odd reason, my clicker got stuck and it just went zoom.
It's okay. It's like this is a really groovy one too. This is on the Vamporium. This is one of my t-shirts.
Man, you got a little bit of everything on there.
Yeah, it's amazing. Oh my god! And this is a t-shirt and a poster, and there's a whole story with this one. So it's Shock Theater. When the Universal Monsters first got sold to television, it was called Shock Theater, and then later when they sold like a bigger package, it was called Son of Shock Theater. And you see, it's Dracula starts at 10:30. So in those days, television went off at like midnight. At midnight they would play the national anthem, and then TV would just like, if you turn it on, it would be like static. There was nothing on. So like 10:30 was the late show. So that was like the spooky thing that you watched before bedtime. Thank you.
It's awesome. And now I just have like the digital copy and the disc, and I can watch it in the middle of the day while my kids are at work. Not at work, but at school. So
isn't it wild?
Like you send your kids to work? Jeez.
Well, they feel like they're working. They're at school.
But yeah, so yeah, this is the picture I wanted to. I wanted to include like to show like the TikTok, because I wanted to like I wanted to include it because it's been such an amazing like journey on TikTok. I remember Katie actually suggested I go on there, and it was originally before I started doing what I'm doing now. I was doing like these little skits where I was playing Dracula, and I made this video. And I was like nervous to do it, where I just kind of explained, my name is Bobby, I'm autistic, and my special interest is the Bela Lugosi version of Dracula. And that was the first video I did that like got like a lot of views. Like it was the first video I did that got like over 100,000 views. And I remember all the feedback was so incredible, of people saying, I feel seen. I'm relating to this. I just got diagnosed, and I feel better, or I love Dracula too, and it just started this incredible journey on my life that I never imagined possible, where I've been putting myself out there and telling my story about how I learned I have autism, how my special interest is Dracula, and people, it's helping people, and and people will tell me it helps them feel more comfortable embracing their special interests and more comfortable being autistic, and or that they've watched Dracula because of me and they loved it, and it's honestly it's been the most amazing journey. I never thought that was possible when I made that first video, but I'm so proud, and I'm so privileged, like to be able to help people. Like it's an honor, and to do it is to do it as Dracula, this character that I love so much, is played by Bela Lugosi, and to like be able to do it like in my own way. It's been like it really has been a dream come true to be able to help people as Dracula. Like, I couldn't ask for anything better.
That's one of the things that, you know, when I came across it last year on TikTok, I came across something and it was you, and I was like, hey, that's that feller I met at Midwest Hunters Convention. And then after I followed you and just kept on doing stuff, I was like, there's a lot more to him than what I even could have came across. See, when I gave you that pin back that day, you were so excited about that one pin, and you were just floored that someone gave you, that you dropped it and someone gave it back to you, and you're like, thank you. You don't know. This is like that pin that I wanted. I was like, awesome. And I was like, man, that guy absolutely loves vampires. Then I started watching your TikToks and getting a more understanding of how much it's not a like, it's a love, it's a passion, and you take so much and you give the opportunity to show so many people your love and your absolute life through this. And that's why one of the things was, I was like, man, if I can get him on the show, it's a great thing, because, you know, we have a segment on this show, and you'll find out here in a little bit after our commercial break that we have. It's questions by Dante, and he's autistic also. And he picks out about 5 questions that he's going to ask you. He's already got them figured out. But yeah, so we are at the 1 hour mark. Do we want to go and take our commercial break of 3 minutes, or do we want to go through a couple more photos here Friday? And we might have lost Friday. She might be stuck in the storm.
Oh, yeah. That's right. It's storming by her.
So, what we're going to do? Yep, we lost her for a sec. So, Bobby, what we're going to do right now is I'm going to go and we're going to take a 3-minute break and do our commercial break. And when we get back, me and you are going to have a little more conversation. And at some point, I'll read, if she's not back, what the 5 questions from Dante is. All right?
That sounds great.
So give me 1 second here. Let's do these wonderful commercial break. Yep, here it is. You ready? And
Greetings and Shabibans. We are the Retro Reductibus Cephala Podcast, a long-form bi-weekly show that celebrates all the things that made growing up awesome.
Well, that sounds good, but I don't know what all those words mean.
I think what Parasite Steve's trying to say is that on Retro Reductibus, we explore a range of retro goodness, from toys, video games and movies, to cartoons and even snacks and school lunches.
And we do it all with a positive spin, a slew of killer guests, and some very adult language.
And you know what else is cool?
No.
This crazy show is part of the Door King Podcast Network with new episodes every Tentacle Tuesday.
What's that?
And if waiting 2 weeks for a new episode gives you a sad, know that we drop bonus episodes all the time, like the off-format Crow's Nest and an interview series we call The Brig.
You can listen to Retro Octopus on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or any app that's cool enough to carry the only show that celebrates all the things that make growing up awesome.
Hey everyone, I'm Maximus Christian Bryant, President of the Ohio Haunters Association, and you are watching Chainer's Haunted Secrets on the Owlite Network. And I wanted to invite you all to come see the Ohio Haunters Convention on May 9th and 10th in 2026 at the Ohio State Reformatory in Mansfield, Ohio. See you there.
Absolutely. We would love to see everybody at this Ohio Haunters Convention, May 9th and 10th. And I know I can't wait for it.
Hey everyone, I'm Maximus Christian Bryant, President of the Ohio Haunters Association, and you are watching Chainer's Haunted Secrets on the Owlite Network. And I wanted to invite you all to come see the Ohio Haunters Convention on May 9th and 10th in 2026 at the Ohio State Reformatory in Mansfield, Ohio. See you there.
I have no idea why that played twice, but it did, and it's okay. Because once again, we want to absolutely, hopefully everybody gets an opportunity to see the wonderful, wonderful Ohio Haunters Association's Ohio Haunters Convention. Welcome back, Friday. Hopefully the storm is not going to keep you from anything. So as we
you will find out
about what's that? Did I lose you again?
We're just a couple more pictures.
And we're going to go right back into the photos. Okay.
Okay. Oh, no, that's from Instagram. I wanted to show that too, because like
there were like 5 left, I think.
Okay. Yeah, this was from the Instagram, and it like I started doing that a little after the TikTok, and it's been like the same thing where it's like an amazing community on there, and like everyone has been so nice. Like that's what honestly that's like I think the most amazing thing for me is like everyone has always been so supportive and kind, like. And so it's like someone asks like a question, I don't see it, someone will answer it for me. Like it's incredible. This was me. I love this photo. This was they chose this for when I won the Hunter of the Year award from Hunters Against Hate, and that's the photo they picked. I'm like I'm so proud of it. Like they like, and it's just like they picked I'm like honored. And I love. You know, it's funny on Facebook. I go by by Bobby Lugosi, and I did it. When I did it, it was honestly just for fun. That's it's not my real name. I just did it because I'm such a fan. And
Right.
it's almost become like it's almost become like almost like a minor like stage name kind of like it just kind of worked out that way. And even like in the Ed Wood book, it says by Bobby Lugosi in quotation marks Zier. And I love that because like how Bela Lugosi used to be billed as Bela Dracula quotation marks Lugosi.
That's awesome.
Thank you. This is me when I saw Bram Stoker's Dracula. Thank you. And it was a lot. It was they took out the music and it was a live orchestra. And they were playing the live orchestra was playing the music for Bram Stoker's Dracula.
It went back. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
I'm having technical difficulties. Nothing wants to work.
Oh, it's okay.
And that would be the last picture.
It kind of makes it like Dark Shadows.
Yeah.
They're all back.
What kind of sorcery is this on this show? So, right now, we can do a wonderful segment. I love doing this. Questions by this little guy, Dante. So, as many people on this show, if you've been following us,
he wants to know if you...
What's that? Oh, if you've watched us,
sorry, please continue.
I think me and you's got a lag. Anyway,
yeah,
if you've been watching us multiple times, you know that Dante is a wonderful, wonderful child, and he is autistic, and he loves asking different questions. What we do is we bring up pictures, we bring up different stuff, and Dante takes a look at it, and he asks about 5 questions. And Friday, go ahead and ask the questions by Dante.
His first question is, do you like Legos and what do you like to build?
I'm sorry?
He would like to know, do you like Legos?
Do you like Legos?
You know what? I remember I played
what
with...
do you like to build?
I only was able to play with Legos once because my 2 stepbrothers had them. But I really love so I've never really gotten good at building Legos. But I'm always amazed to see the Lego figures and the Lego sets they have out. There's so many and they're all so creative and groovy.
Awesome.
He likes to make up his own characters and build them.
That's so groovy.
Do you like... sorry, the lag. Do you like hamburgers and what do you like on them if you like them?
Hamburgers, yes. I like them with cheese. My favorite, I love it when they have I love it when there's 2 kinds of cheese, when it's cheddar and Swiss. And I like lettuce and tomato. I really like grilled onions on them too. And and ketchup and mayonnaise sometimes. And sometimes mustard.
Do you like video games?
You know what? I never really it was the same thing where it's my stepbrothers, they would play video games and I would watch, but I never started playing them on my own. But I've seen my friends play them and it's incredible all the ones that are out there.
Okay. Hey, Pyle, when everything went down, I lost the question. Can you help me figure out what the?
Yep.
There's another one on there that I haven't asked because
Yep.
the Minecraft was part of the video game thing.
Yep. What
Can
is your
you
favorite
either tell
cartoon?
me or copy and paste them back in?
Your favorite cartoon?
My favorite cartoon, the Flintstones. I love the Flintstones. Like I love the theme song. I love the episodes where like Samantha and Darren guest star, and they have the neighbors, the Ghoulies, the Flintstones for sure.
Do you like playing with robots?
That is awesome.
You know, I don't think I've ever had the chance to play with a robot. That would be fun to play with a robot. Yeah, so I haven't, but like I'm gonna find like that'd be groovy. Yeah, I'm gonna find a way. Like I said, I'm gonna have to get back to you on that one, but I'm gonna try. I want to try that.
I'll tell you.
Okay.
With
Yeah, he
the
definitely
Vance-
recommends either playing with robots or making your own toys.
Groovy. That sounds fun. You I have to try that. That'd be like. I never even thought about doing a robot. Or if you're gonna. Oh,
Okay.
That'd be fun to play with a robot and like sit to make it work like that. That would be, oh my god! And I could do it like I could wear like a mad scientist coat while I do it.
Well, I'll tell you.
Well, yeah.
The advances that we
you know
have had.
the vampire. Sorry, the lag. You continue. You know
I
the
was
little
saying-
action figures from the Scooby Doo set with the vampire and robot and all that. He has
Yeah.
like Transformers that play with the robot and different characters. So yeah, you can do absolutely anything. It's all in your imagination.
That's so groovy. That's so groovy.
So what I was saying is the advances that we've had with recent technologies and this and that, robots are very easy to get a hold of now. And I was actually in a robotics class that taught you the simple mechanics on robots. And we actually had to make a type of robot that would be able to battle another robot.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
That's so groovy.
So at this point, I
That's
want to get
amazing.
into something, and you've already brought it up a few times. You are autistic. Now, what are some of the challenges that you've had to overcome with your autism?
You know, I don't know if overcome is the right is the exact right word, because like I still deal with problems and everything.
Oh yeah.
So it's like kind of like, but ones that like I'm working on, and I guess I mean, it's been a lot. Like one that I've overcome is I like during meltdowns, I used to have this problem where I would like hit my head over and over, and that's a major one like that I've overcome. And that's actually part of the reason why I wanted to find. It was before I had autism. That's one of the reasons I wanted to find out, so I knew had an idea of how to deal with that. Definitely social difficulties. Interacting with people in conversation. That's why I'm so lucky to be like in the haunt community, because it's people who like they're into the same things, and so that's something like with that. And there's still things that still give me a hard time. Like I have a hard time, like, I mean, this is kind of goes. I've never been diagnosed with dysgraphia. It's like we have a hard time with like physical movements, but I've never stuck out a diagnosis for it. But it's often like a comorbidity, and I feel like I could almost self-diagnose myself with it, because it's like I have a hard time with like manipulating tiny objects, like tying shoes gives me a hard time still. And my handwriting's atrocious, and like it's like and stuff like that. I'm still dealing with kind of just managing life, like executive functioning difficulties. And so it's, I mean, like it's a struggle. It honestly is it's a struggle, but that's why I try to like, and that's why I always like try to like come across that it is hard, but it's like there's awesome things too. Like there's like amazing things too. And like I would not be living this life if I wasn't autistic. Being able to be Dracula, like this, like I did it because it's called a special interest when an autistic person's like like really into something, and of course mine's do the Bela Lugosi Dracula, and just the things that I'm able to do, like the creating of like, I make videos because that's my special interest. I love talking about Dracula. That's what got me to start doing it. Like, so this whole journey, it's because I love Dracula so much. That's what kicked everything off, and all like so many amazing things in my life are because I love Dracula. So it's been a lot of challenges, but it's been a lot of amazing things too.
It's super awesome. And
thank you.
If I ever ask a question and you're not comfortable, just say something, because I'm not trying to take anything away from you. You're a wonderful person, and absolutely there are so many people that are autistic and look at you with the wide open of, oh my gosh, look at him, I could be like this, because there's a lot of challenges when it comes down to this. And you have been very blessed on being able to get yourself in the place and position that you are. And it sounds like your sister's had that really good push in the right direction on you.
Oh, she has. She absolutely has.
Major shout out towards Katie. She's
Definitely
a wonderful person, and I'm very, very excited that I know this person. And so, yeah, absolutely. But that was one of the things that, I was like, okay, well, we're coming in the show, and this guy is absolutely a spokesperson for, I have autism, I know I do, and check this out. I can do this, and it is great. I know a lot of people that do have it, and you absolutely have taken yours and just made the best of what you have been dealt with. And I think that's a wonderful thing. I'm glad that Hunters Against Hate has absolutely looked at you and said, hey, check this out. We want to give you this award. And it's not an award that just they throw at people. It is absolutely an award that you are very deserving of the things that you have done.
Thank you so much. And I want to go on with your saying, yes, definitely shout out to Katie, because she has helped me so much with this. Like, it's like, I don't know if you know, but my nickname for her is Ranfield. That's Dracula's slave who eats spiders and flies, and it's like that's like his sidekick, like they're a team, like in the play, like Dracula's like in charge, but like in the play and in the movie, those are the two big scary parts. You know, they're scaring the audience together. They're a duo, and
Right.
and that and that's how we are. We're a team, you know. And she's made so many amazing things possible. And like I said, she's the one who she's the one who encouraged me to get an autism diagnosis, and she's the one who encouraged me to make a TikTok and all these incredible like opportunities that come. And like, yeah, like even like that, like the Hunters Against Hate convention, like she drove us there, you know, like so like even like so like that too, like I couldn't have got there without her, you know. And so she's amazing, and that's what I hope to. Well, I'm so proud to show with my videos is I want to show like, you know, like that it is hard, but you can make the most of it. And there's difficulties with it, and they are really hard, and they're really hard to deal with, and there are really bad days. But you can have a lot of great opportunities and amazing experiences too. And that's and the very, you know, and I even say, even, you know, some people get jobs because of their special interests. Some people like me, I get all these wonderful experiences because of my special interests. But even if none of that happens, spending time with your special interest has made you happy. It's made you feel safe. It's made you feel comfortable. And that is the most important thing of all. And like when I hear people say that I make them feel more comfortable doing that, like, oh my God, like it's I am blessed. Like it's been amazing.
It's one of the biggest things right there. I was gonna ask if you had any advice for anybody that has autism, and the thing is, I think what you just said would be the best advice. You know, you're gonna have good days, you're gonna have bad days. It's you will get through that day to come into another day, and I think you absolutely are a great spokesman for a lot of things. My chair almost went flying backwards.
Oh,
That
no.
would have been great. Everybody would have loved that. But yeah, that was one of the biggest things, you know, when we were setting everything up and we were talking about this. Me and Friday's whole conversations for a while had been, oh, check this out. Oh, check this out. And when it came down to you, I made a comment many times over. Hey, I want to see if we can get him, because if your son and your daughter and whoever can just see what he's done with his life, even though this has been a situation of, you know, I've had good days, I've had bad days, but check this out. And that's why I was like, man, this guy absolutely has this whole Rolodex of what Dracula, what started, who did what. And the thing is, you know, I'm really excited that we have you on the show, just because a lot of people can get pure encouragement from you. And we take our show and we make it live on YouTube. And once it's done with being live, it stays there forever. So no one is going to be able to be like, well, I didn't catch it. No. You can find it on YouTube and you can watch it, and we can watch everything that you have said and the wonderful words of encouragement you have given to people. I do want you to know that. We absolutely think the world of you on this.
Thank you so much. That means a lot to me. Thank you so much, and I'm honored to be here.
And it all started because I found a pin on the floor.
Well, you know, it was scary because I thought I lost it, and because like the thing is, one of the hardest things about being Dracula are the pockets stink. They're so hard to like.
That's what you said.
I don't mean like PU, but like to get stuff like, and I got so much going on in there, and like with like you know like the the phone and the business cards and everything. It's just like it was so difficult. Like it was like, and I was like so, and it's because someone gave it to me too. It was my friend gave it to me, and it was special, and like I was so scared. And thank you so much for getting it for me.
I seen it and I was like, man, this is a vampire pen. I was like, man, with all these monsters. And then I seen you, I was like, there is no doubt. That's why I said, hey, did you drop this? And your eyes lit up and you're like, yes. Oh my gosh. And then
that's how you knew
me that, yeah. And it was funny because you looked at me and you're like, these pockets are horrible. So I just want you to know right now that
I agree with
absolutely.
Dylan.
Yeah, absolutely. This is absolutely one of my favorite interviews that we have done. And I'm very excited. And we try our hardest on this show to let the guests on the show talk about what started them, why they keep doing what they do, where their love and passion comes from. And I always want this show to be a show like people sitting around a table and just having fun and kicking back and relaxing. And that's one of the best things because I will never pressure any questions on anyone. And I was not going to bring stuff up until you brought something up. And I'm glad that you brought up that you're autistic and this is one of the things because people need to know that there are people out there that, yes, they might be autistic. Yes, they might be a little different. But the pure knowledge that you have taken, the pure power that you have shown everybody, I hope everybody fully understands the capabilities of people just because they're different. And I've said this in the haunted house industry, just because we're different doesn't mean that we're bad. We're wonderful. We're caring. The whole haunted house industry should be a loving and caring place. And you are one of the key spokesmen for that entire thing. Hey, it's a haunted house industry. Check out why we love what we love. It's not we like. You have absolutely shown the pure love for the industry and Dracula through and through.
Thank you so much. I'm in the haunt industry has been amazing. Like again, my big sister's the one who got me into it, and everyone has been so supportive and so kind. And when we say haunt family, we mean that. Like people care and love each other. They're there for each other on rough days and bad days. Like and everyone is so creative and accepting, and it's an amazing industry to be a part of.
There is a program that 13 Floors has, and it's called Don't Be a Monster. And I love this program so much, and I love that before COVID, they were able to go to schools. They were able to use Frankie and do this. And I got pictures with Frankie because I was so excited. And I was like, dude, you are one of the people I had to get a picture with. And we'll just say, Don't Be a Monster is a wonderful program. I hope if it's not back in schools, it goes back in schools. There's some parts right there. That's I know that's Katie. That's your sister. That's also Trevor, our wonderful puppet for our network. And that is my darling wife. And I love that she actually went to the convention with me. But Don't Be a Monster is such a great relevant thing because it is teaching people that we're not the monsters. The actions are where the monsters are created. And the last episode I seen that was recorded by Don't Be a Monster was talking about how MySpace, and that's how long ago that was recorded. It said MySpace, and it talked about emails and how these chats were talking bad about Frankie, and Frankie went and he was going to go ahead and say, well, these bad things about this person. And he didn't want to do that because his friends told him, hey, these people are the monsters. You're not the monster. So I've loved that program. You're a person that absolutely shows that the haunted house industry is not where monsters are made. We are a wonderful culture, and you're also a person that shows the differences between people are not where monsters are created. It's the people that judge. And I thank you very much. And I know that you have had people out there that just look at you like, well, he's different. But you being different is what makes you so wonderful.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That means a lot to me. Like, and I want everyone to know that, like, that's the same thing for all you guys out there. Like, yes, it could be hard being different, but that's part of what makes you wonderful. That's part of what makes you special, and what makes you so unique and such a unique light in the world. I know it's hard to be different, but don't let it stop you. Don't let it dim your light. You keep shining.
That right there is some powerful words to be spoken. And like I said, as soon as I said, oh, I have an email for this person. By the way, once again, it caught me off guard when me and Friday was talking earlier this week, because I was like, this name just does not sound familiar for some reason.
No one calls me Robert. Like, I was confused. I think it's good. And I was caught off guard too, because I never. I was like, am I in trouble because they're calling me Robert?
I was
no,
so
that
confused.
is the name I was given. I was given the name Robert Zier. Nobody's in trouble. This is what I have, and I have a family member named Robert. So I'm just like, oh, his name is Robert. Yay, another Robert. My Robert's autistic too. And
so when
it's
you popped
like,
on,
awesome, I'm happy.
Yeah, when you popped on, and I seen it said Bobby, and I'm like, ah,
because that's that was so funny, because like that's usually the only time I get called Robert if I was like in trouble when I was a kid.
So, this right here, this is my nickname. I love my nickname. I've had Pile Hazard as a nickname since I was in middle school. Okay? I have taken that name to the most extreme because I go to conventions and people will go, Pile, Pile, Pile. Oh, it's great to see you, Hazard. And Oldest, here's the kicker. That is not my real name. And almost no one knows my real name. And in fact, the network, no one has ever said my name on the network. And no one will say my real name. Right, Friday? We do not speak about my real name.
Your real name. I did plan on. Okay, no, there was a difference between me talking about the actor with that name in my favorite show when my sister popped up, and that.
I know. But without a doubt. Is there anything else, Friday? Is there anything else you would like to ask him? Because we got a little time on our clock left.
Okay, and I do have the thing about the haunts as well set up, so we can talk about that before we get off. But my last, like, one of the two more questions. When you were studying for all the Dracula and you got really into it, was there another vampire that had also stood out that you really liked character wise?
Barnabas Collins on the soap opera Dark Shadows is played by Jonathan Frid, and it's fasting. Yesterday was his birthday. Yesterday was his birthday, and it was because before I went to the Dark Shadows convention, of course I watched the show, and I loved how he was a Shakespearean actor, and you felt that, and it came across, and it felt like, wow, he really is from the past. And I love that quality about him. And he was super nice too. I remember he had a website, jonathanford.com, and he had it was like a little like a wall thing, and people would come out on there, and he would usually he would try to reply to everything, but if he couldn't, he would initial it JF, so you knew he saw it.
I will say there is another vampire that has my heart.
Thank you.
And the other vampire is an anime, and it's called Hellsing. And there's a redone one that's called Hellsing Abridged, and you can find it on YouTube. Hellsing Abridged is wonderful. They have reworded every single thing and redone everything into a comedy, and it is great because the lead character's name is Alucard, which is Dracula spelled backwards. And he is the most sadistic a-hole of a vampire. But it is entertaining. So, if you want to watch something that has nothing to do with Dracula and everything about something that's funny and kind of out there, Hellsing Abridged is something that I suggest you watch. And every time that somebody says, oh, well, I don't like anime, I tell them, but you'll like this. And I tell them to watch this. And next thing you know, they're making the quotes off of it. And it's like, I know you watched it because that is the only thing that has that quote like that.
I'm when you said it was on YouTube, I lit up because that means I can watch it. Because I love funny vampires too. Bela Lugosi's in my heart, and then Jonathan Frid is second. But I usually, as long as it's well done, I usually love most vampire things. I love What We Do in the Shadows and Grandpa and the Munsters and the Hotel Transylvania. I love all that stuff too. So I feel like I'm gonna love it.
So I will tell you that I sent you a friend request on Facebook. So when you get done, look at your Facebook because it's got my wonderful little Reaper that's right behind me. That is on my Facebook. So you know it's me.
Really?
I will send you the links.
Oh, well, thank you so much.
I will send you the links, and trust me, you're gonna love it or you're gonna hate it. But it is very, very catchy. So
cool. Yeah. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah. So is there anything else, Bobby, that you wanted to say?
Actually, yeah. I would like I always like to do the there's a couple things actually.
Go for it.
Part of why of Bela Lugosi that I want to talk about is the way I've been open about my autism and my struggles, he was actually the first celebrity to ever publicly go into drug rehab. And he was 73 years old, and it was a 90-day inpatient program. And he did an interview about it afterwards, and he like told people, if you're doing this, stop, and if you're thinking about it, talk to a doctor, like you don't want to do this. And like that's something that I'm like so proud of him. And I love that like they have taken on not only Dracula but also the being open about struggles, because then people feel less alone.
Yeah.
And then also I would like to do the way the Broadway play Dracula would end. The way it would happen is Edward Van Sloan would come out and he would say, "Just a moment, just a word before you go. We hope that the memories of Dracula and Renfield do not give you bad dreams. But when you go home tonight and are afraid to look behind the curtain and you dread to see a face at the window, well, just pull yourself together and remember there are such things."
That's awesome.
Thank you. And something wild? That was originally at the end of the 1931 movie, but when it was re-released after the production code, they cut it out, and the footage has been lost. Only a little part of it remains.
So
that is
now,
mean.
yeah. Now, Friday, what was the one thing that you had left?
Oh, groovy.
There we go.
Sweetness.
In the group, I have put this chart, which has a very nice list, and also the one from Scare Factor. And I was like so amazed to find out there's 14 where I am. And of course, I've been wearing my local haunt shirt all night. But there may be one near you. And so definitely go check them out. Look at the list in the group or just type in Christmas haunt and find them and give them a chance, because they like his picture. You saw how amazing he looked at his Christmas haunt. There'll be so many just to check out.
Including next weekend, 13th floor.
Awesome.
Yes. 13th floor.
I'm going to have to look at that list and try figuring out.
Chicago. I don't know about with the days about the other ones.
Oh.
Sorry.
They
are on I should have made that clear.
Here's the thing. That's fine. It's in the list that I put in the group.
Oh, good.
The Chainer's Haunted Secrets group. You're welcome to come in and be a member also, Bobby, and everybody else in the anybody. Just find the group and you're automatically welcome.
Thank you so much.
So now that we're talking about the Christmas haunts, and I know we're going to have everything from Santa's sleigh to Krampus's nightmare to everything. Even the gingerbreads are going to get out on this one. And I am very awesomely happy for this. I'm pretty sure I know the 6 that are here in Ohio. In fact, I think there's only one of them I haven't been to in the 25 years that I've been doing haunted house industry. So I want everybody to take this time, go out, figure out what your local one is. And I know that Blood Prison, their Christmas one, starts this Friday. And I will also tell you, this Friday's my toy drive. The toy drive I've been running for, I don't know, it feels like forever, but I know it's been longer than 10 years. But yeah, the toy drive here in Shelby County, Ohio returns. If you guys ever want any information about that, I will be more than happy to post whatever. I know this is a haunt house thing. My haunt that I own is a charity haunt, and they actually are the partners with the Salvation Army to put this toy drive on. We've been doing this for many, many years, and my mascot, my kid-friendly mascot, Spooky the Pumpkin, will be returning. That way he can stand behind the barrel and you guys can donate toys to Spooky. So during this holiday this holiday season, if you guys are able to give a little, please go out, find a good charity, go give some time, perhaps, whatever you guys can, and just go and do some great good. So, Bobby, are you going to be at one of the haunts for a Christmas?
Yes, I'm hoping to be I don't know which ones I'm going to be going to yet as a customer, but I'm hoping to be at. I'm going to be at 13th floor for their Krampus event.
All right.
And my big sister, she's going to be Lady Krampus, and I'm going to be doing a new character inspired by Mrs. Claus.
Okay. So, do me a favor.
What?
When you get done with your holiday season, let us know where you went, and I want to know what you thought of it.
Okay.
Because I want to know these other haunts. And if you find any haunter that you think, oh, you should be on this show, absolutely tell them, hey, come on Chainers Haunted Secrets. We would like to do interviews with every haunter that we find. Including Katie. Katie needs to come on here too.
She's going to be top on the list. But
at the 13th floor between the 12th and 14th, guys. According to the list, it's between the 12th and the 13th at the 13th floor. The 12th and the 14th. So go see it. Sorry, I just want to interject that. That way they knew when to come.
Yeah, that's good.
That's good.
But we have, if you are a person that deals with the haunt house industry, we would like to have you on the show. There's lots of different ways that you guys can get a hold of us. You can get a hold of us on Facebook. You can get a hold of us in the chats on these shows. And we usually, if we see something that pops up, we're hunting you down on TikTok. Just letting you know, if you're a haunter, I'm hunting you down on TikTok. And we also have this. And apparently our email was working. So please feel free to email us. That way we can get you on the show. Our show in 2026 will be changing hours. It will go from 9 o'clock p.m. to 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. I know. When I say Eastern time, that's very important because that's Ohio time for me. So, but we want you guys on our show. We want to interview you. We want to talk to you because not a single haunter is the same. Not a single haunt is the same. They might have some really awesome products from Poison or some really awesome Distracted or whatever. But it's the haunters that make the haunt. It's not the animatronics. Animatronics are nice eye candy. The haunters, the story. And if you are the one that was at Juliet prison and I crop dusted you, I apologize. But I didn't know you were there. So, Bobby, we're going to say goodnight. We thank you very much for being on the show. Absolutely. If you ever decide, I want to be a guest host, you're more welcome. Get a hold of us, and you can come on and you can ask questions along with us.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Anytime, bud.
Thank you.
But I hope that you have yourself a wonderful, haunting Christmas season and a wonderful Christmas season, and Happy New Year to you and your family. And maybe when I get back to being able to go to Midwest, I'll be able to see you again. If not, we'll get a hold of you, and I'll come up to Chicago area or wherever you're at, and we'll go ahead and maybe go have a pizza. Because you know what? Chicago pizza's pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's delicious.
So, hey, I want to thank everybody. I'm sure Friday does, but she's 3 seconds off from me. 1, 2. Bobby, thank you very
all
much.
for being here, and
happy haunting to everybody.
please remember, find your haunt.
Yeah, go find your local haunt. And Friday, there's a button somewhere around here. Can you figure out where the button is? He's so excited. I still don't know that guy.